Alright, hello and welcome to the Zul'jin Distillery Invitational League. We are in a bit of a rush, so we're trying to beat out a storm here. Caster ready. So we're starting up as soon as possible here. Not a lot of preamble time. Let's get over to the map screen. Figure out where on Earth we are at. Lubu, banned away, Towers of Doom and Haunted Mines. Nexus Cats, banned away, Braxis Holdout and Tomb of the Spider Queen. And in a flourish of information that I've got incorrect, Lubu picked up Infernal Shrines for game number 1. Ooh, alright. I was not expecting to start this early. That's okay. That's okay. Let's take a pull on the water here. Oh, make sure I got all the right players. Sugan and Streakwing. Yep, that's everyone. Awesome. Alright. Pre-setup, going great. Let's head back to the me screen. Oh! Looking a little crusty. That's okay. We're just gonna cast this matchup. There's gonna be no interview today. We gotta get out of here just after this match, but we'll be here for the duration. No worries. Teams are about ready to go. Alright, awesome. Everyone's good. Everyone's ready. So we're going to go into the draft in just a moment, and I believe you're going to see a black screen before it pops up because I didn't get to do my normal stream preamble. That's okay. They're about to go into the draft. Right. Please do it. Do it. How's everyone out there doing today? Oh, man. It's been a week, man. It's the last week in my current position at work, so of course they're jumping as much work as possible on top of me, just so I can do all their stuff before I leave. So it's been a couple days. All right, we're going to Infernal Shrines on that bummer of a note. All right, here we go. Nexus Cats will be first to act here on Infernal Shrines. Infernal Shrines probably the most down the middle of all the maps available. Hey, look, we got heroes on the screen. Look at that. Diablo gonna be banned away by the Nexus Cats. Diablo pretty strong here on Infernal Shrines. There's a lot of walls for him to work with. A lot of people forced into one area. Cassia still very strong post nerf. That Surge of Light at 7. Got the nerf. Still doing very well. See if Nexus Cats wants to continue on with the tank bans here. May would be prudent. ETC still very strong. Johanna, slightly more situational these days. See what their thoughts are here. I'm gonna ban away Leoric. Leoric is not something that I really... When I think of these two teams, I think of Lubu and Nexus Cats. I think of team fighters. I think of, you know, cruising around and strong team fight capabilities. While Leoric does present some wombo combo potential, mostly used as a double soaker here on Infernal Shrines. We see Lubu. It's going to ban away Tassadar, and Mark Zombie says, "If I may, I shall may." Picking up that first pick tank. Alan Hicks snaps the ETC. Suikoden is going to grab the Deckard in response. Pretty standard combo these days. Deckard pretty much at the top of the healer charts. Getting that pickup very strong here, especially on Infernal Shrines where you're definitely going to one place or another. Deckard can set up those fights very easily. The Doctor can go ahead and grab Kael'thas. And McGiblets will be taking the Stukov. So still looking at a possible, you know, circle wombo situation here for the Nexus Cats. Wave clear is pretty well covered. May's wave clear isn't tremendous. Stukov's is alright. Kael'thas's is tremendous. So you're not really thinking about a wave clear ban here if you're Lubu. Looking at possibly more lockdown, possibly an Imperious ban, just to avoid the extra follow-up. They're going to ban the Sonya. Sonya, very strong on Infernal Shrines, being able to clear the waves with impunity, double soak pretty effectively, and also solo any camp on the map. makes her a lethal choice for sure. ETC Deckard would imply another sort of group wombo effort. And in response, they're going to ban away the big wombo mage herself, Orphea. So that's a lot of big, powerful mages off the board are already picked. Lubu doesn't have that many options left here. Of course, they have Jaina, very strong with ETC traditionally. But they're looking for some setup. They're looking for some lockdown here. We'll see what they choose to go with. They will choose the Jaina, and Streakwing is going to go ahead and grab the Greymane to work on that PvE. Now, when I see Stukov, I think of Maiev, honestly. We could see a Maiev setup here from the Nexus Cats. They've already got sort of a control setup. Not the big super wombo that you get, but any Warden's Cage Stukov combo is definitely strong. We're actually going to see double front line with Johanna and May coming out. And Arthanau on that Vala. Arthanau playing a very, very strong Vala. Not too surprised to see that hero coming out for Arthanau. Spoticus in the last spot here, thinking about an offlaner. Gonna have to do something to challenge a Johanna in the offlane, oddly enough. Thinking, what could they choose? Our Imperius is still up. Spoticus is gonna go ahead and grab the Imperius. Just really, really good follow-up to an ETC slide. Allows the Deckard route to germinate and land as Jaina's damage all falls down. So Lubu are gonna definitely have the opportunity to pick nearly any one of these heroes, maybe not Johanna, but absolutely almost anyone else. We'll see how this matchup evolves here. It's Lubu versus Nexus Cats here on Infernal Shrines. Let's get game number 1 on the way. Alrighty. I'm off my rhythm, man. I'm a creature of habit, I'm a creature of rhythm. We have a bit of an unorthodox draft coming in here for the Nexus Cats, but it is it does look very strong versus the classic pick comp coming out from Lubu. So I'll be interested to see if the positioning from Vala and Kael'thas is strong, or if Lubu can advance in. But looks like we're going to get into the game, and here we go. On the left in the blue, we have Lubu with Alan Hicks playing the ETC. Spoticus is going to be on Imperius. Bandit playing the Jaina. Suikoden on the Deckard, and Streakwing playing the Greymane. On the right in the red, we have Nexus Cats with the Doctor on Kael'thas. Mark Zombie playing the May. Arthanau on the Vala. McGiblets playing Stukov. And Turd Herder in the top lane on that Johanna. Here we go. Infernal Shrines is underway. Deckard's looking to complete that route quest on level 1. ETC looking for globes. Jaina looking for globes. Kael'thas looking for globes. We got globes on the hunt for our two teams here. Alan Hicks looking for a quick slide, avoiding the counter CC from the Nexus Cats. Speak truth to power. How you doing today? Hope you're in for a good matchup here. We've got two very strong teams here in the XGDI facing off. So we see Arthanau trying to push back Jaina. Mark Zombie is right in the mix there. Stunned out, but going to use that trait to stay alive. Good follow-up by McGiblets to get Mark on out of there. And our teams, a little bit scathed, a little bit low health, are going to start their rotations. As we see Turd Herder is getting punished a little bit by Spoticus there in that top lane. With that burn the Impure on level 1 for Imperius, that's going to deal an extra percent damage as we see the Doctor getting taken out in the bottom lane. Nice jump in by Streakwing. The camps are up, and with a member advantage, it looks like Lubu is going to jump onto this bottom camp while they have the opportunity. Very interesting the Spoticus taking so much damage there. I wonder where all that came from. Must have missed that exchange. Nexus Cats regrouping with the Doctor rejoining the field. Trying to slow down this ETC rotation as we see Lubu is now going to pick up their Khazra camp. Nexus Cats will respond in kind after they clear out the bottom lane. Mark Zombie on May with that very strong escapability will be able to face check those bushes pretty easily. Now Lubu does have the opportunity to keep an eye on this right side Khazra camp, but Mark Zombie sees Deckard in this rotation. This could be trouble for Suikoden. Ooh, but a good ward by Bandit will get Deckard Cain on out of there. Still looking at a possible fight here. There's the Blizzard from May, splitting up the rest of Lubu. Looks like everyone's just going to be posturing for now. No extra picks to be found. Spartacus a little low on mana in the top lane, trying to take out Turd Herder there. Using that level 1 talent to really punish that Johanna. Shrine activating in 25 seconds here. We've got a Frozen Punisher for number 1. Lubu's still keeping an eye on this right side Khazra camp, and they're actually going to just go ahead and take it here. Johanna's still in the top lane. The Doctor and Arthano are clearing this mid camp. We'll see if Mark can get on in there. There is the icing, and actually snipes it, using that trait to stay unstoppable there. And looks like Lubu's going to have a long way out. Alan Hicks is going to take some extra damage here, but we'll go over the potions and be okay for the most part as we see the Shrine has started up. Imperius still in the top lane, but Turd Herder is here. Oh, and Jaina getting picked off underneath the silence of Stukov. Great job by Nexus Cats picking up that early kill. They're going to go ahead and control this Shrine and probably pick up this first Frozen Punisher for the bottom lane. Taking the opportunity to push in this wall a little bit. The more damage they can do to these turrets, the more this Punisher is going to be able to get done. Currently Streakwing trying to clear out that Khazra camp in the mid. Spartacus just keeping up the soak in the top lane. As we see, trying to get ahead on the minions is Lubu. Coming back in here, only 25 to 6. They didn't focus a whole lot onto the minions. Jaina's going to be going down again here. Mark Zombie in the back, really zoning out the back line of Lubu. Alan Hicks up in the front with Spartacus. Turd Herder could be in some trouble here. Nexus Cats have picked up the Frozen Punisher, so it will be jumping on. Ooh, nice route. Spartacus trying to get away here. Gets stunned and then stunned again. But still has those ruby potions from Deckard. And it looks like Nexus Cats, having to retreat and tap up, are going to come in here. This Frozen Punisher does turn off the fort, so Lubu will have to be careful here. This fort's going to get turned off once again. There's the jump. Oh, fantastic Blizzard by Mark Zombie. Catches Deckard Cain, and the push continues here for the Nexus Cats. Really an unfortunate jump there. Catching Deckard. Not even really that much out of position. He was back there. But grabbing the first fort of the game is the Nexus Cats. They're going to go ahead and grab the neutral Khazra camp as Turd Herder continues the rotation here. Spartacus actually backing for mana while they have the opportunity. Nexus Cats going to move on to the enemy Khazra camp here, trying to take advantage of their position on the map. With bottom lane all the way pushed out, Lubu is not going to be able to walk in here for free without being noticed, that's for sure. Oh, it looks like we've got a bit of a DC. Hopefully we'll get Jaina back in the game shortly. All right, here we go. The crash has been fixed. Everyone is in and ready to go. And as I was saying, Nexus Cats really just looking for an opportunity to get to level 10 and stay there as much as possible. And try to get these fights before Lubu can respond with heroics of their own. The Giblets and Arthano are going to work on the Shaman camp a little bit early here, just using the opportunity to paint the map red. Looking for a possible gank onto Spartacus. Mark Zombie and the Doctor are waiting. Turd Herder trying to bait out that Imperious Impale. That could be it. Mark Zombie trying to cut things off. Oh, trying to get over the wall was Spartacus, but quickly interrupted. And there it is. The gank on Imperious is complete. Ironskin keeping Turd Herder alive there. Lister Fiend in the chat, how you doing? There's that level 10 advantage I was talking about. Rain of Vengeance coming out, as well as the Flailing Swipe from Stukov. Phoenix from Kael'thas. No Pyroblast this game. We do have the Avalanche coming out for May. Was that fixed? Geez, I hope so. And Blessed Shield from the Johanna. I'm not sure that bug was fixed. Anyways, I could be a little bit behind on the patch notes. Spoticus is spotting the rotation from the Nexus Cats. Ooh, a nice stun by the Doctor to avoid the engage, but that may not be enough here. Suikoden is on the chase. Alan Hicks zoning out from the bottom. Avalanche puts ETC into the base. Ring of Frost is out. Kael'thas is the first to go down. ETC killed in response. Jaina falling as well. The Giblet's trying to get away. Streakwing doing a lot of extra damage there. Still very healthy is the rest of Lubu, but with 2 members down to just the 1 of Nexus Cats. Looks like NC coming out ahead in that exchange. Spoticus actually finding Mei in the middle lane there. Follow-up silence is good. Looks like Arthano working on the edges, softening up the Archangel of Valor there. It is going to be a Mortar Punisher in the mid lane. Good luck to you, Lister Fiend, in your matches tonight. So we see Lubu working on the Shaman camp up here in the top left. Nexus Cat's picking up that Khazra camp in the bottom right. Shrine coming up just about now. Everyone back on the field, so we're going to have an even matchup here. The Deckard Potions are ready and waiting. That's a good advantage here for Lubu. Alan Hicks looking for any opportunity here. Getting silenced out a little bit here. One thing to notice that Alan Hicks did pick up Stage Dive as we see a Stay a While and Listen from Stukaden, catching Mark Zombie, having to pop that trait. Streakwing in some trouble down in the bottom lane. Arthano mostly kiting for now. Everyone's still alive, though we've got some battered and bruised DPS there on the left. Alan Hicks does manage to get the slide on out of there before the silence lands. 11 to 11 on this shrine, still very close. Turdherder avoiding the impale from Spoticus. There's the stage dive from Alan Hicks. Does actually get the slow onto Mei. He's now in the back line. There's the Blessed Shield onto minions is going to catch Alan Hicks there. There's the stun as well. ETC could be going down here. Ring of Frost doesn't actually hit anybody. Turdherder's in a whole lot of trouble here. And Johanna is the first to go down. Arthnel trying to get away from Spoticus as the Angelic Armaments is popped. Ooh, the spear not quite there, as looks like Mark Zombie is going to get out of there. But that's going to give Lubu the space that they need to pick up this Mortar Punisher. Bandit managing to survive that exchange. Remaining members of Nexus Cats aren't ready to give this up just yet. Alan Hicks sliding into the Doctor. That could be some trouble. Stunned in the silence is ETC. Alan Hicks going down here. Nexus Cats having a fantastic re-engage. Bandit being chased away by Mark Zombie. Deckard Cain is going to go down. Jaina going down as well. But the Punisher is going over to Lubu as it marches down that mid lane. So finding 3 counter kills is Nexus Cats with an odd number engage. The health totals on Lubu were a little bit low there. So Nexus Cats taking advantage of that position. Baited this Punisher over the wall. They're going to go ahead and burn this down before it gets too much else done. Linehouse, how you doing today? Once again, we see Johanna and Imperius back at it in the top lane. Alan Hicks keeping an eye on things, watching that rotation from Vala. Mark Zombie doing the same. Both teams controlling vision very well here in the mid-game. Nexus Cats, with that lane vision advantage, are going to go straight onto that neutral Khazra camp. Though with Lubu finishing up their Khazra camp, they could be coming down here to contest. We'll see if Mark Zombie can cut them off. Using that Blizzard preemptively, the Khazra camp does go over to the Nexus Cats. It looks like there will not be an engage here just yet. Alan Hicks using the slide to get away as Bandit, cleaning up that camp with ease. Imperius trying to match the double soak of Turdherder. With that Burning Rage on Johanna, that wave clear gets oh so much better. Ooh, Mark Zombie getting caught on a bit of the terrain there, not quite landing these ice through onto ETC. Nexus Cat's going to go ahead and pick up their Khazra camp on the right-hand side. Taking a look at the XP once again, an extra 4,000 for the Nexus Cats, but an extra 2,000 for Lubu. So doing a good job of picking up that minion XP through the game. Could do them well with a late game team fight here. Looks like Imperius actually leading the way, dealing a lot of extra damage to Johanna in the top lane there, leading the way with 31,000. And Arthano with just over 29 for the Nexus Cats. Very nicely done by our top 2 DPS there. Level 16 is here for the Nexus Cats. Lubu's going to have to be careful. Mark Zombie is keeping an eye on this camp. See if Lubu wants to commit to this. Oh, Nexus Cats are showing. Will they fight over this or will they give? Are Nexus Cats interested in committing to this? It looks like they are going to jump on this. Suikoden coming around looking for a big stay a while and listen, and there it is. They catch 4, but they're woken up quickly. The stage dive from Alan Hicks doesn't quite find the Doctor. The Avalanche pushes ETC away. There's the root from Jaina catching 2, and Spartacus is way in deep, finding the kill onto Kael'thas. Turd trying to get out of there. Looks like Johanna's going to survive for now. Streakwing, very low health in the background. So just the 1 kill from all that onto Kael'thas, but a very important kill. Shaman Camp does take out the top fort of Lubu. A great defense there, level 16 to 14, allowing them to catch up in that XP, closing the gap, nearly 1,300 XP there. Here we see the Nexus Cats trying to take advantage, though. They're going to rotate away from this shrine. This keep is very softened up. And they're going to go ahead and snipe themselves a free keep here. And there it is. Lubu is focusing on the objective. Spartacus going to ward away the Nexus Cats here. Trying to catch up on this wave clear with these 2 catapults. Kael'thas is back on the field. Going to go ahead and clear away this Shaman Camp before it does too much damage to this top fort. With 20 minions cleared, it looks like Lubu will be controlling the shrine. Nexus Cat's just going to go ahead and work on this mid fort, taking as many structures as they can here. Now 6 structures to 2 for the Nexus Cats. That's going to be pretty important as we start approaching level 20. That extra trickle XP will open up a much wider window where they have level 20s and Lubu does not. Arthur now warding away Lubu with that Rain of Vengeance. They're going to have to be careful here. Spartacus is flanking around the outside. Nexus Cats are going to have to watch out for that Imperius Impale. Looks like they're going to go ahead and back off and try to give away this fort. Oh, but a big slide. The Ring of Frost is out. Luckily, Turdherder with the Iron Skin using the Blessed Shield to counter-engage as well. Bandit could be in some trouble here. Stage dive from ETC counters the Avalanche disengage. Somehow Bandit's still alive in the back. Johanna did go down here on this defense, but it looks like Nexus Cats are going to get the clear. This wall will be mostly taken out here by Lubu. Overall, a pretty decent defense for the number of ults that were committed there by Lubu, only losing the 1 member. They're going to go ahead and rotate down, see if they can contest this Khazar camp on the right. Alan Hicks is heading on back and have to defend the core here. Mark Zombie keeping an eye on these rotations. Lubu picking up that Khazar camp very quickly. They're going to surge across the map here, but the clear from the Doctor, and the Giblets and Arth now just a little bit too fast. Nexus Cats will pick up their camp. There we go, a nice slide there onto Spartacus. Oh, but the Impale gets them outside of the stun, and it looks like Imperius is going to get away here. A nice route onto May. And now this camp is going to be cleared away. Oh, I thought that Lubu finished off that camp. I guess they didn't. They had to disengage there. So Nexus Cats are going to pick up 1 extra Merc camp there in the bottom lane. Lubu just trying to stay safe. They're about a level behind here. They did manage to blunt a little bit of that trickle XP with that top fort capture. But now with not a whole lot left to do on the map, Lubu is going to be clearing lanes, trying to stay ahead on that minion XP and look for level 20 before the Mortar Punisher in the bottom lane. Imperius still on top with that hero damage for Lubu, now cresting near 44,000. And Arthur now leading the way with 40,000 for the Nexus Cats. Cats got more done without the objective than Lubu did with the objective. Yeah, they definitely getting that bottom keep in that mid fort. Probably setting them up for a better position in the late game, and it was a tricky defense there in the top lane, but they managed to get it done with minimal losses. Turd Herder just keeping an eye on this camp. They have captured it. They want to time it out with this Mortar Punisher. Level 20 very, very close here for the Nexus Cats. Looks like Lubu are going to go ahead and clear this top lane and grab this Shaman camp while they have the opportunity. They do not want to get invaded by the Cats here, who have now just reached level 20. Shrine coming up in 30 seconds. Lubu successfully taking their camp without incident, but they still have a full level of experience to gain here, as the Shaman camp is picked up by the Cats. They're looking for a rotation kill. Looks like Lubu has managed to slip away for now. Lubu will have the opportunity to jump on this shrine if they choose, but without the level lead, that could be a dangerous spot to be. Nexus Cats gonna rotate around here and clear this mid lane and then finally jump onto this shrine. Suikoden trying to get a little bit of poke damage in, not quite enough. Has to get on out of there as the Cats were on their way. Lubu is just going to go ahead and head to the top lane, get this Shaman camp cleared, and give this Punisher over to the Cats. Mei is going to go ahead and start up that Khazra camp. Gonna have to be a little bit careful there. They can definitely get jumped over the wall. Looks like thought better of it, just going to go ahead and maintain the vision around this objective as the Mortar Punisher is now in play. Team's going to go ahead and clear that camp as quickly as possible to try to catch up with this Punisher. Get a little bit of counter pressure here. This Punisher is going straight to the core. We'll see if Lubu can drag this over to the mid lane, or if they're going to let this Punisher connect with the core and then go for the 20 versus 20 defense. Looks like they are trying to bait it over to that mid keep. We'll see if the Punisher sticks or if it just switches off to the core. No, it doesn't look like it's stuck. It's going to head over to the core. That's definitely a tough thing. Suikoden does get the sleep there. Cursed Bullet onto Johanna. Bandit in a whole lot of trouble, though. And Jaina's going to be going down here. The Doctor does get rooted. Oh, the McGiblet's saving with that trade heal. Alan Hicks does get the slow onto the Doctor. Kael'thas not for long for this world here. Oh, but ETC is actually going to be taken out first. The Death Mosh catching 3. Kael'thas is going to go down. Got 2 members down on the side of Lubu. Mark Zombie is up ahead trying to slow down the members of Lubu. Streakwing is going to be taken out next. Suikoden taking the members of Nexus Cats on a merry jaunt, but the whole while the Punisher's been on the core, and Nexus Cats are going to pick up game number 1. GG. Alright, looking at the end score here, 13 kills to 10 for the Nexus Cats. Arthanel leading the way with that 51,000 hero damage. Imperious actually on top with the hero damage for Lubu, getting a lot of extra hits on Johanna in that off lane, and of course diving into the back with that Burn the Impure on level 1, getting a lot of extra auto attack damage onto the squishies of the Nexus Cats. Ultimately, though, great map control coming out from the Nexus Cats there, really doing a good job of understanding the map, taking the opportunities that were given, and getting that XP advantage and snowballing that to a victory. Very nicely done. Alrighty, game 1 is in the books. We're going to go to a very brief break as these teams are chomping at the bit to get this series over and done. So we're going to head to the break, and I will be back shortly with game number 2 of Lubu versus the Nexus Cats. Alright, we are back. Game number 2 between Lubu and the Nexus Cats is about to get underway here for the Zul'jin Distillery Invitational League. Hope everyone's been having a good time so far. Definitely saw some fantastic play there from the Nexus Cats Linehouse, showing the, or outlining the great plays from McGiblets on the Stukov there. Definitely at the end of the game, swiping Deckard away from those potions to counter that, to, blah, 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 as I can't speak at all, to snag that final kill, and also throughout the game, just creating space with those swipes. Fantastic stuff. Alright, teams are pretty much ready here, so let's drag you back over to the map screen for just a moment. Towers of Doom, Haunted Mines, Braxis Holdout, and Tomb of the Spider Queen are banned away for this series. Goodness. Infernal Shrines was picked by Lubu for game number 1, but Nexus Cats came out victorious. And now Nexus Cats are taking us to Dragonshire for game number 2. Let's not delay. Let's get right into it here. Lubu will be first to act here on Dragonshire. Dragonshire, a very different sort of map, not exactly the, you know, standard pick 4, grab an offlaner, team fight type map. You've got to think about gankers, you've got to think about point control, you've got to think about Rexxar and Yrel, you've got to think about stealthies, you've got to think about Valera, Zeratul, Genji. Anyone who can sort of harass the backline and float around those lanes for free, creating odd number fights, that's really what Dragonshire is about here. See what they want to prioritize for the ban. It is going to be Rexxar. He's just so oppressive in that top lane on Dragonshire. It's the weirdest thing, because top lane is objectively the least important lane in terms of ending the game on Dragonshire. You do not push top lane. You just don't do it. But if you don't control the point in top lane, you're never going to win the game. So it's not the lethal offlaners, it's not the pushing offlaners, it's the point control and self-sustain offlaners. And Rexxar being able to put Misha on that point and keep up the wave clear in the lane is very, very good. Diablo banned away by the Nexus Cats, just not wanting to see Alan Hicks on that hero. And Stukov, the respect ban, coming out from Lubu here in match number 2. That means Cassia is on the board, Mei, Tassadar, Deckard, all on the board here. Mei is going to be banned away by the Cats. We'll see what Lubu wants to prioritize. There's a lot of assassins still available. Deckard's still on the board. I wouldn't be surprised to see them pick up the Deckard here. Though, Dragonshire not the greatest Deckard map because the fights happen in unpredictable places. We'll see what they're thinking. Alan Hicks is going to go ahead and snap up that ETC once again. Interesting choice. With Mei off the map, it makes sense that they want to prioritize that tank. The Giblets is going to take the opportunity to go ahead and snipe that Deckard since Stukov is already off the board here. Cassia and Tassadar are both available. The Doctor is going to prioritize Sylvanas instead. Sylvanas can definitely enable those dragon pushes. Turning off the towers to enable diving ganks, very important. Having that ranged silence, also a strong tool for Sylvanas. We'll see what Lubu wants to pick up here. Orphea is available. It was banned away from them last time. Bandit is going to grab the Kael'thas, and Streakwing is going to pick up the Cassia. So the wave clear is pretty much covered with the Kael'thas and the Cassia, so you don't have to worry about that. If you're Deckard Sylvanas, they're both pretty slippery. They can both stand their ground if needed, so you're not super worried about a ganker. Though a Valera could cause some havoc here on Dragonshire specifically. We'll see what their thoughts are. It is going to be a Malfurion ban, so they want to make sure that they avoid that classic slide root stun combo from the Kael'thas ETC Malfurion. Also controlling the available silences on the map with Stukov, Sylvanas, and Malfurion now picked out. Garrosh going to be banned away, so we're not going to see any throw into root combos coming out from the Cats. Johanna is still on the board. Mal'Ganis still on the board. Arthas still on the board. We'll see what the Nexus Cats want to do here. Their wave clear is a little bit lacking, so they're going to have to think about that. Arthano with the Zeratul definitely helps that out. Mark Zombie is going to go ahead and grab Stitches here. Zeratul can definitely float around and help out with that wave clear with that cleave build. Stitches has a lot more built-in wave clear now through the baseline slam. Lubu needs a healer. Lubu needs a top laner. Urel is still available. See if they have the Urel player or if they've got something else in mind. It's going to be Brightwing and Spoticus defaulting back to that Imperious. Imperious can definitely get some work done in the top lane just from dueling potential. Like, you don't want to stand still too long up there versus an Imperious. Imperious does struggle a little bit on mobility and on wave clear. Though the Impale, I believe the Impale can get over the wall. It's been a while since I've tried. Turd Herder is going to go ahead and snap up that Arthas in the response to the Imperious. So we've got some uncharacteristic teams here from Lubu and the Nexus Cats. Still pretty much, you know, the slide stun combo coming out from Lubu. With a couple extra ingredients there. And something a little fun coming out from the Cats with the Stitches Arthas front line and the Zeratul gank. Game number 2 coming at you right now. Alrighty. Nexus Cat's definitely going for an outplay style comp, with that double front line trying to soak up as much Kael'thas Cassia damage as possible and let Arthano do his thing in the back line. The Doctor going to be zipping around with that haunting wave. But if Lubu ever gets a hold of somebody, they're going to deal a whole lot of damage real quick. I'm not sure Deckard is going to be able to deal with that. But let's see how it goes. Game number 2 getting started here. On the left in the blue, once again, is Lubu. With Alan Hicks on the ETC, Spoticus playing the Imperious, Streakwing on Cassia, Suikoden playing the Brightwing, and Bandit on the Kael'thas. On the right in the red, trying to close out this series is the Nexus Cats with the Doctor on Sylvanas, Mark Zombie playing the Stitches, Arthano on Zeratul, McGiblets on Deckard, and Turd Herder playing the Arthas.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Game number 2 on Dragonshire is underway. We do have a Frostmourne build coming out for Turd Herder in the top lane. Going to try to get as many extra hits onto Imperious as possible with that trait. And a dagger build from Sylvanas, going to be looking to get the dagger shot and then get those auto attacks onto the front line of Lubu. As things are getting spicy right off the bat here, the Stitches hook does not quite land. So these teams are going to be looking to clear these waves and get down to the bottom lane just to not lose any minion XP here. Looks like Lubu is a little bit ahead on this clear. The rest of Nexus Cat's going to rotate around here. Looking for a hook onto anyone, not quite finding it there. Top lane matchup. Spoticus definitely going to deal a lot of extra damage to Turd Herder while the Frostmourne Hunger's quest is worked on. Arthano trying to bait out the members of Lubu a little bit, taking a little bit of extra damage from Bandit. But that extra blink mobility is definitely something to fear. Mark Zombie slowing the rotations. So far the rotations coming out from Lubu looking very, very strong here in the opening seconds. No one has started their siege camp just yet. Imperious, oh, actually catching, oh, that could be trouble. Zeratul actually going down in the mid lane, a very well-placed Impale by Spoticus. Picks up the shifty Protoss. Now with Imperious in the middle lane, and Nexus Cats is controlling the top for now, so that does give Arthano a chance to re-enter the battlefield here. Looks like Lubu with the superior wave clear for now, and superior lane presence. Having a great time here in the early going, getting to level 4 first. Imperious on the point. Turd Herder could be in some trouble here. Trying to stay alive, trying to keep this point to allow Arthano to come on up. Ooh, Brightwing with the bribe is actually going to go ahead and steal the camp of the Nexus Cats. This could be trouble for Spoticus, but Turd Herder is very low here. Ooh, the Impaled actually surges by Arthas, but Suikoden with the blink in is going to help out. So that's definitely going to be a big answer for Lubu to this Zeratul roam from the cats. Ooh, a great hook onto Alan Hicks. Does manage to avoid the Deckard route. Brightwing trying to pick up this dragon, but Arthano with the interrupt and the rest of the cats grabbing the bottom shrine means the fight continues. Pretty large XP advantage coming out from Lubu. With that extra minion XP, extra mercenaries, extra heroes, they're just having a great early game here on Dragonshire. Mark Zombie avoiding maybe 2 of the 5 stuns that came his way. Alan Hicks actually getting popped by the towers multiple times here. The Doctor trying to find an angle to go in, but having to be careful. Stitches having to back off there. Streakwing getting some extra damage, and Zeratul going down once again, but the counter kill onto Kael'thas, it's a 1-for-1. Maybe not for long, though, as Mark Zombie trying to walk on out of there. Ooh, doesn't quite find the pull onto Streakwing. The Doctor in a little bit of trouble here. He's getting chased out. Alan Hicks coming around looking for a slide onto the Doctor, does find it. The Doctor using the wave to get the out. But it looks like Lubu may have the opportunity to control these shrines just briefly, as Turd Herder on that Arthas is looking to take things back in the top lane. Arthur now keeping an eye on things here. Lubu actually gaining this back. Spartacus pushing Arthas off the point. Looking at that quest. 8 out of 10 on that Eternal Hunger. And looks like Kael'thas actually had the opportunity to pick up that Dragon Knight. So Lubu grabbing the first knight of the game. Nexus Cats pushing into 2 there, trying to get as much damage as possible, but here comes the Dragon Knight. Here comes Suikoden. Nexus Cats are going to have to back off here. Mark Zombie getting kicked away by that dragon. They want to get this wall. They want to get the well if possible here. Going straight onto the well here. Alan Hicks having to slide away. Mark Zombie is right in the thick of things there. Trying to use that Stitch's health pool to zone out and create space. Dragon Knight's going to have to be careful. It is just Kael'thas in there. Going to have to bail on out. No extra movement speed to be found. Ooh, Alan Hicks actually getting in front of that hook, saving Bandit from a cruel fate. Brightwing once again using the bribe to steal that camp away from the members of Nexus Cats. Very nicely done there. Good macro play from Suikoden. About a half-level lead here for Lubu. The minion XP has been caught up by the Nexus Cats. Still a little bit behind on the mercenaries. Of course, with the siege camp being stolen away, it's definitely hard to catch up on those mercenaries. As we see Lubu taking this bottom bruiser camp here. Taking the bruiser camp on the right, though, is the Nexus Cats. That'll give them a little bit more extra XP in that column. Level 10 has arrived for Lubu. They do have a bit of time here if they want to look for and engage. It is going to be Mosh Pit from Alan Hicks this time. Looking for a slide onto Deckard, not quite finding it, but going to use this camp and use their level 10 advantage to try to take this bottom fort, which would be a great boon in just sort of controlling the objective for the rest of the game here. Alan Hicks is pulled in by Mark Zombie. Level 10 still not here for the Cats, so we're not going to see any Gorge combos just yet. Partheno right in the thick of things. Level 10 is about to get here. There it is. Void Prison, stay a while. Silence Arrow, it is going to be Gorge for the Stitches. So trying to abduct and take people inside the base will be Mark Zombie. It is the Army of the Dead for Turd Herder. Going to use that to stay alive and stay in deep in these fights. Lubu working on this back camp here. Bottom camp cleared away by the Cats. We'll see where on the map they want to push up. Still a little bit behind in XP here, so they got to be careful. They can't just surge through anywhere they want for free. Doctor and Arthano actually going to get slid on by Alan Hicks, but the blink's still available for Zeratul. This could be trouble for Turd Herder in the top lane, as Suikoden will be coming in here to help Spartacus. We'll see if the ult is going to be popped. Nope, looks like Turd Herder will just... Ooh, could be in some trouble here. That burned the Impure, just so much extra damage here. Having to use the ult just to stay alive. Meanwhile, bottom lane push, we got a 4 versus 4. Lubu trying to maintain control of this bottom shrine. Going over to neutral. Ooh, the hook not quite landing from Stitches. Arthano right in the back actually gets a Void Prison onto 1. Trying to get some extra damage on Alan Hicks while Suikoden is out of commission. Alan Hicks using the slide to get away. Brightwing has been abducted. Arthano very low though. Oh, a great stay a while and listen is going to give an extra opportunity to get onto Brightwing. Alan Hicks sticking around here though, very low health. Not quite as low health as all the members of the Nexus Cats though. Looks like they're going to get on out of there mostly just fine. But Imperious pushing away, using that camp in the top lane to grab that Dragon Knight. Lubu having a fantastic game number 2 here. They're going to go straight to the bottom lane and try to get this bottom keep down if possible. Level 13 is just around the corner. See if they can pick up an extra kill and possibly push further. Dragon Knight's still very healthy as this wall is being collapsed on. Gorge is not available for another 15 seconds. Lubu gets the wall. The hook not quite landing. And this Dragon Knight is going to head onto the keep. Stitches could be in some trouble. Is actually kicked away there by Imperious. Keep's still very healthy. This Dragon Knight going to be going down soon. About half health here on the keep. We'll see whether Lubu can push in and grab this. Mark Zombie looking for a pull. Does find Alan Hicks, but with the keep not down, ETC just gets stuck on the other side there. Keep is down as Turd Herder trying to find an opportunity to re-engage, but it looks like Lubu will simply back up, bribe this camp once again, and move on through. So with this bottom lane cleared up for Lubu, that means that they can possibly stack a triple camp in the late game. The 2 siege camps and the bottom bruiser camp equate to probably a stronger push than a boss if they can get all 3 in the late game. It's absolutely a win condition here on Dragonshire, and they've set it up beautifully. There's the slide onto Zeratul, catching 2. The silence from Sylvanas is there. ETC is going to go down in response. Pyroblast onto McGiblets is going to force Deckard into the backline. It's a 1-for-1 for now. Mark Zombie looking for a hook, but it looks like they're not going to be able to find it here. Not quite landing it onto Imperious there as Spartacus gets away. I was trying to do it in my head and I wasn't sure. Oh, I keep thinking Suikoden, Spartacus, Suikoden. They just keep getting mixed up in my head. Another nice spear there. It's really been indicative of what's been going on in this top lane. Arthas just getting bullied away by Imperious there, as we see Lubu are actually going to try to steal this right side bruiser camp with Nexus Cats being caught a little bit unaware there. And the bruiser camp is stolen away. Shrine's activating soon. Turd Herder's going to have his hands full dealing with this in the top lane. Looks like Arthano is going to help things out. Mark Zombie looking for an abduct combo on this rotation, not quite finding it there. Looks like they're going to possibly rotate to the top lane to try to get Spartacus. Ooh, Spartacus rotating very aggressively. The Impale doesn't get through. Brightwing is warping in to try to help out. Oh, the sleep onto 2. This could be a double kill here. Turd Herder taking a lot of damage from this wall, though. That could be trouble. Arthas is going to go down here. Spartacus isn't done. Trying to get the spear onto the Doctor, but the Silence Arrow coming out, and Imperious is going to go down here. Suikoden looks like they may be next. Yes, Brightwing going down. It looked like Lubu had the opportunity to just get away there. They do find the kill onto Arthas, but ultimately Nexus Cats with enough lockdown to get the double kill, and they're going to control this top lane. If they can get this well, that'll definitely help out Arthas in that top lane matchup. Bandit and Streakwing picking up this bruiser camp while they have the opportunity. Level 16 is here for Lubu. Trying to pick up the level 16 is the Nexus Cats. Arthano going to have to be a little bit careful here as Alan Hicks is back on the field and that blink is down. There's the hook, forcing Alan Hicks back. Gorge is up in 5 seconds. Arthas just trying to deal with that camp in the bottom lane. Along with stacked up catapults, Turtles are taking a lot of damage there. That's going to be real tough for an Arthas there in the bottom lane. Won't be able to join for quite some time. As we see Zeratul getting chased away by Spoticus there. Look at that extra movement speed onto the Imperius. This could be trouble for Zeratul. Mark Zombie trying to pull Spoticus away. There's the Pyroblast onto Stitches. Is that going to be enough? Yes, it is. Along with the kill onto Sylvanas, Lubu picks up the double kill, and they're going to push down this top lane.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
This could be a game-ending push here.
The
Dragon Knight has been picked up. It looks like Lubu is going to focus on this mid-fort. I'm surprised. Are they going to go for bottom lane in the win? There they go. I guess getting it along the way doesn't hurt.
Blue team has
It means a couple seconds of them not on the core, and a couple seconds could be everything. Less than 10 seconds until Nexus Cats are back at full strength here. Dragon Knight is going in. They don't have a lot of room with this mid keep still up, but they're going for it. The core is taking damage here. Alan Hicks looking for a huge mosh, catching just Stitches here. The counter sleep by McGiblets. The core down to 66%. Lubu is going for it. There it is, half health. The Void Prison onto the core does hold things for now. Dragon Knight is being taken down. 37% on the core. It is back up and able to be hit. 18%, and it looks like Lubu will pick up the win and even up this series 1-1. GG. Well, well, well. Lubu storming back with a vengeance there, really doing a great job of controlling the map, controlling that top lane, and ultimately ending when they had exactly the opportunity. 7 kills to 4 there. Not too much shown here on the board. We see once again Imperius leading the way with that hero damage, getting a lot of work done in the off lane, and Sylvanas leading the way on the damage there for the Nexus Cats. Looks like we may not have time for a break here. As we're going straight into game number 3. So let's go ahead and set this up. It is Battlefield. It is chosen by Red Team. Awesome. Goodness me. Sorry about all the face touching. I've got a little bit of a nose thing right now. I was moving some boxes earlier, trying to get some cleaning done. I think the dust got me. Alright, teams are nearly ready here. We are operating on a reduced schedule. As there are some hurricanes coming through some of these players' areas. So we want to get this series through as quickly as possible. Teams are ready. I'll let them know I am ready. Let's head over to the maps real quick. Let you know where we're at. Towers of Doom, Haunted Mines, Braxis Holdout, Tomb of the Spider Queen were banned away by our teams tonight. Infernal Shrines, picked by Lubu, won by the Nexus Cats. Dragonshire, picked by the Nexus Cats, won by Lubu. And Battlefield of Eternity will be our final map of the night, was picked by the Nexus Cats. Right? Right. Awesome. Linehouse loves that Brightwing is meta again. Brightwing definitely did a lot of work there versus Zeratul in particular. Just being able to negate those odd number engages. Very nice work there by our Brightwing player. Looks like the teams are about ready. I've got to fill my water real fast or I'm going to flame out on you. I'll be back in just a moment as our teams, they know I'm ready. Yeah. All right. 2 seconds. Alright. Sorry for the delay. Starting things up. Battlefield of Eternity is our final map of tonight. Lubu gets first pick and first ban. Battlefield of Eternity, definitely a different sort of map than what we've seen through tonight. Both these teams shown a very strong penchant for the team fight here, so I'm guessing there's going to be a priority onto heroes like Li Ming, heroes like Cassia, someone who can poke from afar fairly safely. Once again, it's going to be the Stukov ban coming out from Lubu, and now the ETC ban from the Nexus Cats. They do not want to see the holy cow again. We've got some healer battles going on in the chat. We've got Brightwing over Mouth. We've got every healer over Mouth. I don't know, Malfurion's kind of my favorite. Just for the sake of playing. I don't play a lot of healers, but Malfurion keeps me busy, and I do like that. Mei is going to be banned away by Lubu. Top tanks getting taken out here. Solo heal ETC over Mouth. I don't know. I like self-healing ETC. Prog Rock feels dumb. I know it's good. I know it's very good. It feels dumb. I don't like it. Diablo is going to be banned away here by the Nexus Cats. First pick available for Lubu. Deckard is open. Li Ming is open. Orphea, Tassadar. Pick your flavor. Whatever you're feeling. Whatever you're feeling. It's actually going to be a first pick Johanna. That is not something that I would have thought. And Turd Herder could not hit that Imperious button fast enough, trying to take that away from Spartacus. McGiblets is going to go ahead and grab the Ana, since Stukov was so rudely taken away. With Ana being picked up, I'm expecting something like a power mage to come on through for the Doctor. Li Ming is going to be picked up by Bandit. And Suikoden is going to grab Rhaegar. Interesting. So Rhaegar definitely has some of the better camp clear and race for the available healers. So I guess that's what they're looking to make up for here. It makes me think that they're not going to go with something like a Raynor or a Greymane to pair with this. Or maybe they just want to go for the crazy race. It's usually not a strat that you see anymore. Greymane is going to be banned away just in case. I mean, Greymane Li Ming is a pretty potent team fight combo. They're kind of a feast or famine combo because they've got the crazy resets, but both of them kind of want to wait till someone's low before they really jump in there. So I find they can be a little bit tough to pair together, at least down in my very esteemed Division D games. Arthanau. Interestingly, Arthanau is picking up Orphea. Usually you see the Doctor on there, but perhaps there's a Sylvanas in our future? Let's see what the next pick is for the Nexus Cats. Arc Zombie is going to grab the Blaze. Blaze is picked. This will be the first time this series we see the Firebat. Personally, I like to pick Malthael into Blaze. You force him to use the bunker in that off lane by popping that low cooldown last rites on him. We'll see what Streakwing and Spartacus have in mind here. Streakwing is going to grab the Butcher, and Spartacus is going to grab the Arthas. So somehow we have Imperious Arthas in the top lane again, and the Doctor is going to go ahead and grab Chromie. Well, we've got a meme team game here. When you think of things that can stop the Butcher, a time trap is definitely one of them. We've got an overpowered Orphea with the Ana Nano Boost. We've got extreme frontline engage with Blaze and Imperious versus the brick wall of Johanna. And then the Arthas to slow him down and the Butcher to chop him up. We've got a very interesting set of teams here. Game number 3, Lubu versus the Nexus Cats. Goodness me. I'm still trying to figure out what I make of these teams. Yeah, this is, I'm gonna just have to watch with the rest of you and see how this works out. We've got the double backline mage, the extreme backline mage of Chromie, versus the engage coming out from Lubu as we get into game number 3 here. We'll see how this turns out. On the left in the blue is Lubu. Streakwing on the Butcher. Alan Hicks playing Johanna. Suikoden on the Rhaegar. Bandit playing Li Ming. And Spoticus on the Arthas. Did I say Spoticus twice? Streakwing, Suikoden, Spoticus. I think I got everyone right. On the right in the red is the Nexus Cats with Turd Herder playing the Blaze. McGiblets on the Anna. Mark Zombie playing Imperius. The Doctor on Chromie. And Arthanel on the Orphea. Interesting enough to see Blaze go to the top instead of the Imperius. I was expecting to see that Imperius-Arthas matchup once again, but they're trying to use the extra Blaze wave clear up there to gain an advantage. So we do see the Adrenaline Stim Pack coming out for Turd Herder. Mark Zombie going to be playing a main tank Imperius here. The Doctor getting a lot of work done with those Sandblasts and the Dragon Quest. We do see Deep Breathing is the pick that was changed recently. Alan Hicks taking a lot of extra damage there. Is the Iron Skin still available? Not quite. Johanna's going to be the first to fall. Suikoden not far behind. Ooh. The Sleep Dart onto Bandit. Very well blunk around. Blink, blank, blunk. So Arthanel and the Doctor doing some cheeky work on this well. Little bit of rude boy strats coming out from the Nexus Cats, but you know, if you got it, you gotta do it. One more cast. Oh, Bandit with the block. The well's gonna survive. Oh, Imperius is gonna be in some trouble here. The well's gonna start to regenerate. Nexus Cat's gonna have to be careful here as the Doctor is gonna get away. And look at this. Look at this well. Look at that health bar. My goodness. Great defense there. Streakwing taking a lot of damage, though. Gonna have to be careful. The Butcher walking on back. Gonna have to heal up. Mark Zombie does find one. There's the nice sleeping double mage combo there, taking a lot of damage out of Alan Hicks' health pool. Arthanel back on top of things, does take out the shield. Just one more cast. There it is. The well goes down. Alan Hicks could be in a little bit of trouble here. Ooh, Mark Zombie not quite finding the spear. We'll have to get on out of there. Arthanel getting some big chomps there onto Lubu. Checking in with the top lane, it looks like Turd Herder with a little bit of a mana disadvantage versus Spoticus. Some good positioning there, taking a little bit of extra health away from our Arthas player. Both teams going to go ahead and pick up their shaman camps as the Immortal is spawning in about 30 seconds here. Arthanel and Mark Zombie getting a little bit cheeky here, trying to take this bottom Khazra camp right under the noses of Lubu, but Bandit sees it. Looks like the members of Nexus Cats are going to have to go ahead and concede this camp over to the superior numbers of Lubu. Good map awareness there coming out from Bandit. Immortals are spawning. Bottom camp is very quickly cleared away by the cats. Rhaegar and even the Butcher's race is pretty good before the meet there. So Lubu gonna get up to a very strong start here. Looks like Turd Herder and Mark Zombie are looking to start things here. A double stun comes out. Oh my gosh, follow-up from Turd Herder. Bandit and Suikoden are very, very low. There's the extras impale. And Rhaegar will be going down here. Spoticus is going to have to watch out here. Alan Hicks getting body blocked in position. And Johanna will be the next to go down. Bandit managing to survive. Spoticus may not be so lucky, though. Trying to rotate around, and Arthas is going to go down. Really, really nice work there from the Nexus Cats. They're going to have to put up mostly a defense here. Right now, it's just the Doctor working on the clear here. Turd Herder going to head back with that Adrenaline Stim Pack, and there it is. You see him pumping out the extra damage as quickly as possible. Gonna have to watch out, though. If you're not above 80% health on Blaze, you don't get that extra attack speed. Members of Lubu are back on the field. They still have a pretty good advantage here. Ooh, another nice double stun there by Mark Zombie. Streakwing and Suikoden are in a whole lot of trouble. Oh, they managed to survive. Spoticus may not be so lucky, though. Trapped in the back line. There's the sleep dart. Arthano on the chase, and Arthas is down. Lubu's still in an okay position here. Li Ming can just keep the rest of the members of the Nexus Cats here and throw those bombs over the wall. They're going to force Arthano, Mark Zombie, to stick around. As we see Turd Herder and the Doctor once again trying to pick up the race here. Trying to interrupt those bombs coming in from the Bandit. It looks like they will do so successfully. Nexus Cats picking up the first objective here on Battlefield of Eternity. Spoticus and Turd Herder will retreat to the top lane, keep their teams high on XP. Level 7 to 7, very even on XP so far. A massive hero kill lead for the Nexus Cats, but a huge minion kill lead for Lubu. Looks like this wall will be taken out. Probably that's about it, though. This Immortal already at half health before it gets through this wall. We'll see how much the Nexus Cats want to push in here. They do not have a Sylvanas to turn this off, so they're going to have to be careful here. So Alan Hicks is going to try to keep them underneath that fort. Streakwing taking a lot of damage here. Alan Hicks could be in some trouble, though. Johanna is going to go down. That extra chromie damage and that threat of temporal loop is enough to take out Lubu's tank. They do not get the fort. They're going to go ahead and grab this bottom siege camp. Mark Zombie keeping an eye on things. Watching for an invasion from Lubu. Streakwing on that Butcher, currently at 47 meat. So it's still a long way to go before that Golden Cleaver is unlocked. Nexus Cats trying to let Chromie throw the Dragon's Breath at this fort to knock it down. Mark Zombie popping the armor. Looks like this fort is one cast away. There it is. Bottom fort taken out by the Nexus Cats. Turd Herder could be in some trouble in the top lane here. Getting forced out, we'll have to go back. Spoticus doing a great job, but Spoticus could be the target of a gank as the rest of the Nexus Cats are on their way here. Spoticus keeping an eye on things, and will manage to escape. Good map awareness coming out from Arthas. But using the opportunity and the map space is, once again, the Nexus Cats are going to go ahead and grab the next siege camp. Blaze headed to the bottom lane. Level 10s have arrived. Temporal Loop, of course, already picked up by Chromie. There is the Nano Boost, the Angelic Armaments, Crushing Jaws from Orphea, and Blaze yet to choose. We'll see what Turd Herder is thinking. Oh, Arthas actually picked off in the top lane. I didn't think that one was going to happen. But Mark Zombie and Arthano pumping out enough damage to execute the Arthas. Level 10's also here for Lubu. They will have an even tier for our next fight. Of course, once Arthas is back on the field, we see the Bloodlust coming out from Rhaegar, along with the Blessed Shield, Lamb of the Slaughter, Wave of Force, and the Syndragosa is chosen by Arthas. Bunker is finally chosen by Blaze for our final heroic. Mark Zombie keeping an eye on the rotations of Lubu. Is now discovered. Alan Hicks out in front. There's the stun. Ooh, the temporal loop is there. Does land onto Johanna. Streakwing is way in the back. Does get the silence onto Anna. Johanna is going to be the first to go down here, but there goes Chromie. They're trying to execute Streakwing there. Butcher is going to go down. Arthano very low. Orphea is next to fall. Spotic is very low. Is getting beat up by McGiblets. Rhaegar next to go down. Bandit, the only one still alive for Lubu, but 2 kills. Leaves 3 members alive for Nexus Cats. Mark Zombie with a great rotation. There's the Impale. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. Very nicely done. That Impaling Light. Impale is enough damage. Hard to call that a 5-player kill, but they did kill all 5. That did technically happen. Looks like Nexus Cats are going to pick up this next Immortal with ease. It's going to be charging down the top lane. A lot of shield on that bad boy. will definitely be taking out this top fort, and we'll see how much more that they can get. Level 13 is on the horizon for the Cats. Looks like the trickle XP will get them there before this Immortal arrives. There it is. This could be a tough defense here for Lubu. Looks like they're actually looking for a potential flank here. Heroics aren't going to be up in time. No, they think better, but they're going to go ahead and get behind this fort. Or get behind this wall, I should say. Blaze didn't come up here. Blaze is still in the off lane, but Arthas will come up here for the defense. Looks like Nexus Cats will not be too aggressive here. Gonna go ahead and try to take out this side wall just in case. Still shields left on this Immortal as they finally fall. Ooh, the flank there from the Syndragosa is up. There's the Bloodlust. Temporal Loop pushes Johanna back. That could be trouble there. The big silence onto Orphea. And Streakwing getting that kill. Suikoden trying to escape. Doctor is being followed. There's the timeout. Chromie does end up going down here. Spoticus trying to chase out, but taking a little extra damage from the Giblets. Turd Herder trying to get away here. It may not be lucky enough. Oh, the jet propulsion actually splits on through. Alan Hicks juking the wrong way there, but it looks like they're going to find this kill onto Mark Zombie. Or are they? Yes, Imperius is going to go down here, so great counter engage from Lubu. They do give the top keep to do it, but they have created a little bit of extra space here. We'll see what they can do with this time. 146 meat on Streakwing, still looking for that 200 before the quest is complete. A lot of lane pressure still there on the side of the Nexus Cats as they're all about back on the field except for Imperius. They're going to go ahead and grab this top camp. Bottom camp is being picked up by Lubu. Wave clear on the side of Lubu isn't tremendous. It's alright with that Rhaegar and the Johanna, but it's not that great. So they're going to have a little bit of a tough time keeping these lanes managed until the next objective. Lubu going to go ahead and pick up this camp while they have the opportunity. Just trying to get back in the game XP-wise. Still a very large minion advantage for Lubu. About the same on Mercenaries, behind on the hero kills, of course. This could be trouble for Turd Herder's actually going to get caught there. Once again, slips by the guard of Spoticus. Mark Zombie trying to peel away with that Impale, and with this wall still here, Nexus Cats managed to slip on by that gank attempt. There's a very aggressive rotation from the Cats here. This could be trouble for Suikoden. They do catch the Rhaegar, but the temporal loop is out, and Rhaegar is going to go down here. A very, very aggressive rotation pays off for the Nexus Cats as the Immortals are spawning. Blaze is going to go ahead and clear up the camp in the bottom lane here. Taking advantage of the kill for some aggressive positioning is the Nexus Cats. Trying to get this Immortal taken out as soon as possible to activate that halftime show. You see Lubu working on this lane management as the Immortal is taken to halftime. Butcher is pretty close on this quest, 182 out of 200. Another aggressive rotation coming on through. They only see the Johanna though, so they're going to go ahead and back out and just work on this Immortal. Going to be nearly a full shield Immortal for the Nexus Cats, pushing down the bottom lane. We'll see if Lubu can get the counter engage here. Looks like Spoticus is thinking about it. They just want to keep an eye on things. And there it is. Full shield's going to be barreling down the bottom lane for the Nexus Cats. Mark Zombie is looking for one. Ooh. They were thinking about it. The rest of the team was not quite there. Lubu showed up a little sooner than expected. Mark Zombie positioning very aggressively on that Imperius. Still working this spot. Spoticus thinking, gotta check those bushes, and finds an Imperius in there. There's Alan Hicks using that Iron Skin to move on out, work on that, work on that wave clear, work on that positioning. Keep wall is down. Immortal is still very, very healthy. 16 to 17 here, so still pretty even on this fight. Lubu can absolutely put up a good defense here. Keep is already about half health. See when they want to commit. There's the Impale, doesn't land on anybody just yet. Streakwing is going in, is knocked back. Butcher will manage to get away. Big silence. Chromia is going to go down. Arthano could be next. Orphea is down. Mark Zombie going to have to be careful here. In the backline, Spoticus is just wreaking havoc. Ana is going to be going down. Suikoden on the chase. And Lubu, with the triple kill, puts up the defense. Unbelievably, Arthas is still wreaking havoc here. Mark Zombie's going to have to be careful. Is that going to be enough regen? No. Imperius is going to go down. Turd Herder's thinking about whether they can go back in. The jet propulsion to get away, is it going to be enough? Spoticus playing out of his mind on that Arthas. 1v2 until the end. Unbelievable. Core did have 34% health taken off. Nexus Cats do still all have all of their buildings here. They do still have pressure in the top lane, so Lubu is absolutely playing from behind, but they're playing from behind very well here. They're going to push down this bottom lane with this Khazru camp and try to at least get one lane pushing in their favor. Nexus Cats have a bit of a stack there in the top lane. The Giblets staying behind this wall. Nexus Cats playing a little bit carefully. They're now behind in the XP game. Lubu surging ahead with those hero kills, staying very, very far ahead on that minion XP. Of course, with these lanes pushed in as far as they are, Nexus Cats aren't going to have a lot of minion XP to access. So that's why you see that very large advantage there going over to Lubu. Grabbing this siege camp, the next Immortals are coming up in 15 seconds here. Lubu's probably going to have to win this objective here. They're not going to be able to concede the objective, get the team wipe. With this core already down to 66%, the 17-minute Immortal going in, they're going to have to work on this defense, and there they are. Mark Zombie, the rest of the crew, going to rotate around. They're setting up for the defense. Lubu has shown in the top lane that's going to give Nexus Cats an opportunity to start this DPS train. A lot of damage coming through. Alan Hicks looking to push forward. Nexus Cats rotating back, getting into defensive positions here. Iron Skin has been used. And these teams are going to be very, very careful. Lubu cannot lose this objective. Alan Hicks has been discovered in the bush there. The sleep is out. That's a ton of damage, and Johanna's going to go down. A huge pick for the Nexus Cats. They're going to go ahead and push onto this objective. I think the Iron Skin was just barely not available. That 5-second nerf really rearing its ugly head here in the late stages of this game number 3. And favorable positioning for the Cats. Spoticus and the rest of Lubu, they're going to have to go in here. They've got no option. There is the, not the slaughterhouse, but Li Ming is going to go down, or Ana down in response. Suikoden trying to escape there. Butcher will be next to fall. Spoticus doing a great job versus the Doctor in the backline. Chromie is going to go down here. Suikoden's still alive. Spoticus trying to get away. Arthas is down. Nexus Cats, looks like all they're going to need to do is pick up this Immortal and then cruise on through to victory. Core is being worked on by these catapults. Johanna and Rhaegar are going to be up for this defense, so they're going to at least be able to clear away the catapults. Punisher. Immortal is going to be going top lane. With these 3 catapults here, I'm not sure there's going to be enough damage to stop this core push. Li Ming about back on the field, Butcher about back on the field, Arthas a little bit further behind. Even if they clear the lanes, even if they stop any hero damage onto the core, I think this Immortal is just a little bit too healthy We'll see what Lubu can do here from this position. Ana still hasn't caught up with the cats. Chromie's just coming out of the base now, and the Immortal is on the core. Trying to get as much PvE damage in as possible. The shield's actually going down very, very quickly on this Immortal. The Bloodlust is out. This could be trouble for the cats here. The core is down to 50%. The Immortal working on this last spin. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be too much. One more swipe, 3%, 2%, 1%, and there it is. The Nexus cats are victorious. That was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. GG. And there we have it. Nexus cats coming out ahead 2-1 in this series versus Lubu, picking up the game number 3 win on Battlefield of Eternity. 20 kills to 12 in that matchup. Arthanel leading the way with that 59,000 hero damage. 8 killing blows there, very nicely done. Bandit on top for Lubu with the 48,000. Also leading the way with the Siege. Li Meng very, very effective here on Battlefield of Eternity. A little bit of a closing talent screen there. Things were looking up for Lubu at the end there, but having all those structures down at that point was a very, very difficult situation to be in. They fought valiantly, but ultimately the early game wins and the mid-game pressure from the Nexus cats just too much to handle. Alrighty, not going to have an interview today. I've got to be on my merry way, but thank you very much for coming on out tonight. If you haven't followed